For truck drivers, what is the most neglected thing as far as maintenance goes when it comes to like on their trucks?
So for me, what I see the most is that I see that people do not change their rear end fluid on a timely manner. Most synthetic oils, they recommend every 250,000. So on a truck, that would be every year and a half. I recommend that you do it every year. Most trucks do about 130 to 150,000 in a year. There's also bushings, shocks, torsion arms. You know, like this one's a little bit cracking already. You got to be careful because then the rear end will twist and walk and then you'll be ruining your tires. Also, your bushings and your springs by the rear end trying to move sideways. For me, that's something very quick, very inexpensive to fix. You just get a new torsion arm and you pop it in, there's 4 bolts, and then you're on your way. Big thing to look at is your spring bushings. They're up there to make sure that you got no play. You can check by the gap. You know, that's also what the DOT is looking for when they pull you into a weight scale. It's very crucial that your bushings aren't moving this side to side because that's, of course, cutting down on your wear on your tires. Plus, you know, you're off track, which is a big thing for the driver fighting their wheel all the time. They're expensive to change, yes, but it's something that if you keep it, your truck will be straight, your tires won't wear, and we all know the biggest expense is diesel fuel. The second biggest expense is your tires. If you can save money on those couple of things, you're better off. Next thing you want to look at, like this drive line, I'm just looking at this truck. There's supposed to be a seal up here to not allow the dirt and debris to get in there because that's greased, and every time your rear end is up or down, that pulls out and in a little bit. And when you start getting all that grease and dirt and grime in there, you have some serious problems going on with your drive line. So that's one way to save on your drive line, to make sure that you have all your sweep bushings and stuff in there. It's basically just a grease seal that keeps the dirt and debris out. Also, you know, greasing your truck timely. Every truck that's out on the road should be greased every week. I'm a firm believer that grease is cheap, repairs are expensive. So if you're trying to save on your underlying expenses, grease is very cheap.
All right, so when it comes to like checking this stuff, how often should I be checking it? Is it in my pre-trips or just like once a week?
Well, in my opinion, you should be checking your truck out daily, but a lot of this stuff should be once a week when you're greasing it. That's going to be the easiest time for you to look at this stuff, meaning your grease seal, you would notice that missing. If you were greasing your drive line, you would notice this is starting to crack, this bushing inside this drag link or this torsion arm. You'd want to get that addressed soon. It's not to the point where it's bad, it's not cracked all the way through, but it's definitely going to need to be replaced soon. Your bushings and stuff in your springs, you know, again, when you're looking at the truck, you should just bring a pry bar down with you, see if you can move it side to side, up or down. Also, you want to be looking at your bushings on your shocks and make sure your shocks ain't leaking. Again, I feel once a week is fair on that stuff. Again, the more stuff that you guys find as owner-operator and address it before it becomes a problem will save you downtime and being in trouble on the side of the road or DOT shutting you down. And we all know none of us really like DOT. They're there to make our lives harder.
All right, well, if I got any more questions about, I guess, just my suspension, tires, anything on my truck, how do I get a hold of you guys?
So we are Fusco Repair Service here at 2014 East Malone Avenue, Sikeston, Missouri. Our phone number is 573-475-7147. And when you call, you get to speak to a woman named Erica. She knows more than she sounds like she knows, so just tell her what's going on and she can send the appropriate help to you.